No more face masks in Thailand. Don't canoodle in public. And police have found a new way to deal with drunk tourists. That's all coming up on today's Good Morning Thailand.
Today's show is brought to you by Thaiger Property for all your real estate needs in Thailand. Link in the description below.
Hello and welcome to Good Morning Thailand. Today is a bright sunny day in Bangkok because, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot wait to tell you this very important news. No more masks. And that's Nettie.
Whoa, without a mask.
That's right.
Yes.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
It's a beautiful day.
It is a very beautiful day.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can tell from our thumbnail, it's official. Face masks are now voluntary in most places in Thailand. Especially if you're staying in the more popular areas of Thailand, you don't actually are forced to wear a face mask.
Right, so there's no blue zone, red zone, orange zone. It's the whole entire nation.
That's right. Any face mask confusion is now clarified because it has also been published in the Royal Gazette, so it's official. This is not, a proposal, speculation. It's done.
It's done.
It's done. And the wearing of a mask is voluntary practice from now onwards, so that people can now live closer to normal conditions as we head towards July the 1st, where the Thailand Pass will no longer cease to exist.
Nice echo effect.
Yeah. Well, basically, it was breaking news yesterday evening. It was and it was effective immediately because this was all going towards July the 1st. We've got great news coming up July the 1st. Thailand Pass. Everyone's going to flock back to Thailand, and the last thing holding us back was the mask mandate. People were talking about it. Nothing was really confirmed. Nobody wanted to come out with a firm statement. And then all of a sudden, yesterday, they just decided that it's going to be voluntary.
Yeah, at 11 p.m. exactly. They're like, no more face masks.
Yeah. And the Ministry of Public Health, of course, they had to be safe, and they had to also tell people that, look, we recommend you to wear a mask in public areas and areas where there's not, good air ventilation. However, again, it's a recommendation. You don't have to. Yes.
I like that they give people options, because there are some people who are still concerned about this issue.
Yeah.
So you give the people the option to wear masks or not wear masks.
Yeah. And from the latest announcement, you can walk around the street and public spaces.
Like a free man.
Yes, like a free person.
No more chin diapers.
If that's what you feel. Because, Nadia, I know a lot of our viewers hate the mask, and they've been talking about the mask for a while, but there are also a lot of people who don't really care. Like, personally, I never really cared. I've been vocal about this. I've mostly worn a mask to keep other people at ease, A lot of the people, especially a lot of Thai people in Thailand, they feel more comfortable when you're wearing a mask. I personally don't care, so that's why I wore it. But can I ask, Nettie, are you excited for this? Are you going to immediately use your rights to not wear a mask?
I think this lunchtime, I will walk outside the building without a mask.
Oh, no.
That is for sure. Hey, I got to take advantage of this new law.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great news for me personally, because look, Thailand is hot and humid, and when you sweat inside the mask, you get very, very uncomfortable.
Hashtag free Nettie.
Free me, please.
Just how quickly will Thai citizens and expats reverse their 2-month habit is yet to be seen. Because like in Singapore, once the mask mandate was lifted, a lot of Singaporeans actually continued to wear the mask.
Ah, nice.
For air pollution, for cleanliness, just for their safety or mental state. They just felt better. So it's going to be interesting to see in Thailand if people are going to continue wearing their masks. And once again, private businesses and organizations will always be able to apply their own mask wearing rules. So for example, in Thaiger, it's a privately owned company, the Thaiger could force me to wear a mask.
No!
But I think we are possibly the only media outlet in Thailand that doesn't wear a mask.
Because we are rebels.
Especially on camera.
Yeah, we are rebels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't pretend to wear a mask in front of the camera and then take it off.
Yes.
Not saying that other people do that, but Allegedly.
Allegedly.
There I said it. Also, I forgot. I have to try not to say the word LNG.
Right.
I have to say, welcome, boys and girls.
Okay.
Lads and laddies.
Mates and
Yes.
mates.
Yes. And it is also likely that all Thai government offices and schools will continue mask wearing, by the way. It is a policy at this time, so we'll need to keep a mask tucked in our pocket. If you are in Thailand, just keep, a mask tucked in your pocket. And if you are, entering a government office or a private business, they could ask you to wear a mask. And if you don't want to wear it, you can turn back around and exercise your rights. However, private businesses and government offices can still force you or ask you to wear a mask before you enter.
Right. I can't believe it's been 2 years or over 2 years of wearing masks.
Yeah.
I almost feel naked walking outside without a mask.
Okay.
Like if I don't know, but we'll see.
Yeah, I get paranoid.
Yeah.
So like when the other day I was coming to work, I was in a rush, and I got into the lift. I went all the way down, and I was like, I walked up to the streets to get a motorbike to work, and I was like, oh no, I'm not wearing a mask. I didn't know what to do, so I just lifted up my shirt because people were staring at me. I was like, oh no, I don't want to be that person. And I was wearing a Thaiger shirt. I was like, it's gonna look bad for the company. They're gonna be like, this Thaiger guy not wearing a shirt, not wearing a mask,
Right.
blasphemy, cancel him. So I ran back up. That's what I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran
Right.
back up. I did the right thing.
You did the right thing,
Did
yes.
the right thing.
I think people were probably staring at you because you're like this giant person and looking scared.
No, because at first everyone who walked by me just kept looking at me,
Right.
like a walk past and a what's this guy doing?
Yeah.
And I had no idea. I was like, do I look good today? I was like, what's going on? Is there something on my face? Oh yeah, there's the lack of mask on my face
Right.
was what they were looking at. But great news. I think it's a positive move forward, and it's great news for Thailand in general. All right.
Yes.
'Cause,
Tourists come back.
Yes, it's voluntary. Don't force people to do something that they don't want to.
No.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, all these tourists that are going to come back to Thailand, hopefully, everyone who's complained about masks, everyone who's complained about the Thailand pass, the insurance, you have no more excuses. You're all coming back in next month or in the few coming months. But the tourists that will be coming in, they've got to be a bit careful, especially if they're in the Pattaya area.
Ooh, how
I've
come?
got some news regarding Pattaya. If you're a tourist in Pattaya, possibly on a beach for some reason, you'll see why I mentioned this. Careful if you get drunk, because the police are ready for you.
Oh.
Nadi, you've got more on this.
Yes, I do. Well, maybe Shai, you can show the footage here, but Pattaya police gathered on GMT beach in Pattaya 2 days ago to prepare for encounters with armed, drunk, and aggressive quote-unquote foreign tourists. I'm not sure why they are targeting foreign tourists in particular, but the police asked a foreign beachgoer to volunteer as an armed, drunk, and out-of-control tourist, and half a dozen of policemen behind a riot shield approached the tourist and pinned him to the ground with metal poles. Now, as you can see from the footage itself, this is a reenactment, so the person being pulled down isn't really drunk, he's just an actor. And so I'm not too sure if in a real life situation with this pole thing that looks kind of like a twig would actually do anything, because when drunk people are drunk, they kind of just move around a lot.
Yeah.
Like they would run, they would fall down on their own, and not too sure. Anyhow, if you're wondering why they're targeting drunk people like this, it's because just a few days ago, a fight broke out between two foreign tourists near Walking Street, which ended bloodily when one of them pulled out a knife and slashed the other's arm.
Oh, no.
And a couple of months ago, a foreign man also violently assaulted a British man at a gym in Pattaya with a very petty argument.
Yeah, when he dropped like the heavy weights on him. Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh, that was
it's just
awful,
like,
yeah.
bro, are you gonna still use the equipment?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I'm still gonna use it. Here's a dumbbell. Oof. And so, yeah, that's what happened, and
yeah, I
that's
mean,
not good.
Can I comment? I was watching this video and I was wondering, like, so there's like about 6 people behind one shield.
Yeah.
I just thought, do they not have more shields? But then again,
Right.
it's a strange upside down trident. Well, not really a trident, it only has 2 spikes. Yeah, it was very strange why they had such a long stick. At first I thought, was it made during COVID times? Is it for social distancing? Is it
Right.
in case he's infected? But yeah, strange thing to to push away a drunk person with a giant metal stick. I was confused. Does that make sense to you?
That makes complete sense to me why it wouldn't work.
Okay.
Because the longer or the further you are from the center, like the easier it is to lose control over the stick. Even if you have like 3 people on one stick, I think it's gonna be hard, especially when he moves around.
Because I mean, if you're holding it all the way at the end, the guy can just grab hold of the thing. 'Cause
Exactly.
It's not spiky in the front. And
No.
Just bash it up. But I think it's because, so like you said, because of the stabbings, and especially in the video as well, the foreign man in that video was holding something that was trying to represent a knife. But I mean, if he's trying to stab you, I guess it's a bit safer to push him with the pole. I don't understand I definitely don't understand the physics of holding the pole, and perhaps even it just personally doesn't make sense to me how that would be effective in trying to stop a drunk man. And we're assuming all these drunk tourists are
They're all in Pattaya.
Yeah, specifically tourists, right?
Right.
So all these drunk tourists are tiny, skinny men.
Yeah.
What if you get a large-sized man? That
Right.
stick is not going to be able to stop me.
Oh no.
I don't
Maybe
think
you
so.
can go for the leg or something. I don't know. But that kind of thing kind of reminds me of those self-defense thing that kind of backfires on the person holding it.
Yeah.
There used to be these spiky things where you put between your fingers, and they said if you don't know how to use this properly, actually it can really harm the person holding the thing, not the person you're trying to attack. And I feel like this long pole thing, exactly what you said, like what if the guy grabs hold of it and then pushes back or something, right?
Or what if he takes the pole from them?
That's even worse, yeah. And then
Why
uses
don't they
it.
just tase them?
'Cause you
those
have to go
tase
really-
No, those tase guns.
Oh, why don't they put the taser guns
Yeah.
on at the end
Yeah, do
of
not
those
move
poles?
forward. Do not move forward. I'm telling you now. Just boop. Just shoot
Just
him with
boop.
the tase gun. Yeah.
I like the sound. Boop.
Well, are you gonna try to reason with a drunk man?
Yeah. There we go.
Or woman?
Hey, you can hire us, police department. I think we got solutions.
What else could you do? You could tase him. You could, I don't know, go full cowboy and get one of those ropes, put him around him, tie him up.
You could probably, but you'll have to be very good at aiming like a moving target.
Yeah.
So yeah, lots of skills involved.
Lots of skills. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
all right.
anyways, that's why we are not police and or in law enforcement.
Nope, we
but
are not.
ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about this situation? Like, it's easy to make fun of a situation that we don't completely understand. I'm sure they have a reason on why they decided to invent that stick or use that, but perhaps you have some feedback and comments regarding this topic. Do you think it's an effective way to deal with someone who has a weapon on them? Do you have any other suggestions from perhaps your country where police have a more effective way of stopping these drunk tourists? Do you think it's going to be even effective in helping, against drunk tourists? Let us know your comments, because the voice of God will relay that message to us later in the episode. As for now, we're going to move on to our next topic, Natty, which is regarding the green leaf. Not the green turtle,
Oh, you
but the
removed
green
its
leaf.
afro.
I apologize. Oh, is that an afro?
Yeah, it's an afro turts.
I see. I thought it was, I don't know what it was.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thailand has developed the green test kit that detects THC level in 15 minutes.
Oh, it's kind of like a pregnancy test, but for people who smoke the thing. What is it?
Not exactly. No.
Oh, okay.
So Thailand took the green plant off its list of narcotics. Everybody knows this by now, but extracts with higher than 0.2% THC, the happy chemical in the green, is still illegal. The law was designed to discourage the recreational use of the green leaf, but no one knew how it could be enforced until now. Because guess what? Thailand's Department of Medical Sciences has developed this green leaf test kit that basically detects the THC level in just 15 minutes. So what they can do is this test kit called Tescan can test THC levels of cannabis flowers, oils, food, and cosmetics. So the green lead enthusiasts were confused with the government's 0.2 THC percent rule, with many not knowing whether it would apply to flowers, which are a pure form of the green, or only to extracts such as oil and foods. But this is more for oils and foods, to be honest. And since June the 9th, a lot of green leaf dispensaries have opened up. Have you realized?
I have realized a lot.
A lot of dispensaries, and they're selling the raw buds and the flowers. And what you do with them is no questions asked. And people have been selling the green openly out in markets even.
Yes.
You can go to a night market and buy these buds and plants with different flavors. And the THC level in these buds is usually 20% or higher. So the green testing kit, which costs less than 100 baht to produce, will likely be used to test these green products, such as drinks, foods, oils, and cosmetics. So they're not going after the plant itself that is legal to sell, but drinks, food, oils, and cosmetics are not allowed to have more than 0.2% THC. And if you are and if they do the test and they find out that it has 0.2%, well, that is actually an illegal narcotic. That's right, and you can get in trouble for that. So all, during this time that now all these people are growing the green at home, they're trying to come out with, foods, like food-scented green tasting popcorn, this and that, cosmetics. You have to make sure
that you don't have over 0.2 THC levels.
That's right. And if you do,
then you boo-boo, bad. Slap on the wrist.
Yeah, that is a criminal offense. Don't do that. So better make sure. Ladies and gentlemen, for now, we're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, we'll be talking about construction. Wow. And we'll also be talking about the Bangkok governor talking about the younger generation and how schools should not punish students for having haircuts, because haircuts have nothing to do with academic grades. Who would have known? Not me. We'll be back right after this.
Good Morning Thailand gets up to 80,000 viewers per week, and we'd like to weaponise our audience for you.
That's right. So if you have a business or a property or even your house that you'd like to sell,
Private yacht?
yeah, we could be in space.
I'm not sure about space.
Well, all you have to do is contact us on info@thethaiger.com, and you can hire us up to a day or even a week, and we'll go to your property and do the show live.
Good Morning Thailand, coming your way.
Hello, and welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand.
Hello.
That's Natty.
I am Natty.
I am Jay. And this is an
Afro
Turts. Okay.
Yes.
We've got a donation from Peter R. Thank you very much, Peter R., for your donation. He says, have they clarified what fully vaccinated means? I received 2 Moderna shots in 2021, but no boosters. Am I good to go? Well, to answer your question in short, Peter R., you are good to go, because now vaccinated and unvaccinated, vaccinated and unvaccinated tourists can enter Thailand, and if anything, you can use your 2 Moderna shots vaccination certificate and show, hey, look, I am vaccinated, and at most they would ask you to do an ATK test, and that's random testing. But yes.
I wonder how they select the random testing. Hey, you look suspiciously coronavirus prone, so let me just stick this up your nose.
Yeah. In Thailand, fully vaccinated has always meant 2 shots plus a booster. That's what the health ministry has come out and said before.
I had no idea.
However, Peter R., for you, you're good to go. If you do come to Thailand, you can show your vaccination certificate and you'd most probably be fine, because they're allowing unvaccinated people to come in as well. You can actually just purchase a 50 baht ATK test and do it quickly to show them if you are randomly selected. But yeah, Thailand's saying everybody's welcome.
Come back.
Come back to me, Argentina. Paul Shackleton has been a member for 10 months.
Oh, yay.
And he
Thank
says,
you.
I never miss a show. Can't always be live.
Thank you. Thank you for always watching the show, even though it's not live.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
All right.
All right.
Cool. Moving on. Before we talk about the Women's Summit, Dave Hart, you special person. Thank you for being a Thaiger member.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, thank you for supporting the channel. He's our latest member, Natty.
Welcome to the family.
Yeah, we appreciate the support, as well as all of our members who join us every day, and our viewers.
Yes.
There's currently 360 people watching, Natty. 66 likes.
Wow. Let me just like it.
Yes.
I'll like
For the
myself.
Afro Turtle, ladies and gentlemen.
Do it.
I said ladies and gentlemen.
Oh
For the Afro
no.
Turtle, please like the video.
I'm not sure if the person would like a shout out, but I actually got this from one of the viewers. Jet's dad.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Gunther.
Oh, Mr. Gunther. Sorry, the Afro left
Yes,
the building.
this was
but
actually a special gift from
He's
Mr.
so
Gunther.
cute. Can we zoom in?
If you are watching Mr. Gunther, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't know why
I
I'm
love
thanking
it.
him for giving you a gift.
No, I love it so much. It's on my desk every day.
I feel like I need to pick something. I need to pick an animal
No.
and or a specific topic so that people will send me gifts about it. No, I've actually been fortunate enough to have Thaiger members visit the office and give me football shirts.
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
they know
true.
I love American football
That is
and
true.
world football as well.
And you wear it too to the
Yeah,
office.
I wear it all the
sometimes.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chef Bushy, if you're watching, thank you very much.
Hmm.
All right, for now, let's address a poll we did yesterday, Nettie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Carmel did a poll, and she was talking about the BTS Skytrain. And we're talking about how the BTS Skytrain has come out and said, people with long hair, stop flicking your hair and hitting people in the face. And we asked this question, what do you think about flicking of the hair in the face? And the options were, I agree it's annoying to have a face full of hair. Option 2 was, I couldn't care less, flick away. And number 3 was, I've never experienced this problem and don't really care. And by no surprise, I've never experienced this problem and don't really care, won by 59%, which was what I felt.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a problem.
Yeah.
And number 2 was, I agree it's annoying to have a face full of hair. Fair.
Fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, not good.
No one
Not-
would want a
not-
face
not
full of
nice.
hair, especially from a random person.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends. I feel like we're all biased. If the person in front of me was extremely attractive or charming or just lovely and they smacked me full of hair, perhaps I'd be more willing to accept it
Right.
than someone who, you know,
Like a
wasn't.
unwashed,
Yeah.
unkempt hair.
But then again, hair is a mystery. I'm losing most of it. And then in last place was, I couldn't care less, flick away 12%.
Right.
All right.
Speaking of flicking hair, do you mind if I segue into mine?
Absolutely.
You know, yesterday I was being a very good citizen because
Yes.
following your news, when I entered the BTS station to go to the Global Summit of Women, I put my hair down like this. Jason kindly reminded me to hold the ends of my hair when I walked in, so I did.
Okay, yep.
But yesterday was the first kickoff day for the Global Summit of Women 2022, and there were over 600 delegates.
Oh, wow.
That attended the main meeting, which was in Central World. But then the gala dinner was hosted by Siam Piwat, which is the Siam Paragon group. So Shai, if you can open up the video, that would be nice. What I witnessed yesterday at the gala dinner was something truly magical because, you know, again, you go big or you go home.
Yeah.
And they really made sure that it wasn't just a dinner. I'll call it an immersive experience for the participants there because around the main hall, there were definitely tons of booths where people could choose to watch, like, say, like a traditional Thai puppet show or listen to a chorus singing, or if they wanted to participate in the arts, there were also sections like umbrella paintings. I didn't say that right. Umbrella paintings where they could draw flowers on the umbrellas themselves. But my absolute favorite part for that event was that there were Thai puppets from Joe Louis Theatre floating around interacting with the guests. I'm not sure if the clip shows me interacting with the puppets, but I think the puppets were trying to kiss me on the lips. At one point, it was funny. It was funny. Maybe he was trying to do something else, but I'm not sure what that was.
The puppet was trying to kiss you.
It's a small little puppet that kind of just floats around the event and interacts with guests. Typically, they kind of go around the guests and like kind of go like,
Okay.
you know, take nice
Hey,
photos.
what's up?
Yeah,
But,
but
okay.
mine was being a bit cheeky, I guess.
Oh.
But the main message that I want to get out there is that, you know, from the event yesterday, I think that Thailand is not only just ready for tourism to bring back the tourists to come back and shop, but also it's ready to host international MICE events, right? Because as you can see from the big Global Women's Summit, that we are definitely ready, you know, We have safety measures in place. Staff are ready. No more mask mandates. This is the time where people can just come do business in Thailand, come shop in Thailand. I think we're ready, and we should definitely open the country. Yeah. What are we waiting for, people?
Wow.
Yeah.
Looks like you had a good time.
I always have a good time there. You know, I find it very, very fun how they just make it really, really grand. People say that Switzerland is known for hospitality, which they are. I'm not going to argue with that, but I'm going to say Thailand comes very, very close, especially if we compare 5 stars to 5 stars. Don't go like low, you know, like a 1-star bungalow. Come on, but 5 star to 5 star, I think we're very comparable.
Yeah.
All right.
I think Thailand in general is a very hospitable country. Yeah, even if you go to restaurants and they might not, sometimes their English might be a bit poor, but they go out of their way. They're like nice smiling people, they're sweet, they love it when you speak Thai a little bit, and they always try to speak in even if they can't speak English, they'll try to communicate with you, and that's why it's one of the most popular destinations in the world to travel.
Yes.
All right. I felt like I just stated the obvious.
No. I was just, no. But that was a good statement.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the upcoming project, a construction project, which is to be completed next year in Phuket. Natty, you've got more information?
I do have more information on that. So a huge construction project starting next month in Phuket is expected to be completed next year in April. Now, officials have allocated around 60 million baht to the underground construction project. And if you're wondering, what do you mean by underground construction? That means to put the power and communication cables underground. They've been doing that, I think, with Bangla Road or somewhere else. And they're slowly doing that in many, many parts of Phuket to beautify the city in general. And the underground construction project will be on Phuket Road from the Bang Nao intersection to Soi Go Pai, which is a total of 600 meters. Now, anybody living around that area, you might want to take note that there might be major traffic delays, and drivers are probably urged to kind of avoid that area if possible. But the project is done by the Provincial Electricity Authority's Patong office, and they're hoping to beautify the place and stop being an eyesore for the tourists. So,
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentsies.
I think I've already said it like 9 times. Someone's kept
this is your
account.
9th time, actually.
That's
Larry is still keeping
I
track.
think I have a problem. Ken RQ. Thank you very much for your donation. He just made a $200 donation. And he says, donation for the aid work you are doing next week. Thank you very much, Ken. Just a quick reminder, next Thursday, we all will be traveling. Me, Natty, Carmel, Jason, Num, Dan, the entire video production crew will be traveling with, except for Vishai, because he's unfortunately going to be manning the fort down at the Bangkok office, but we will be traveling next Thursday to the Bangkok Community Help Foundation with Greg and Friso, and we're going to be helping a community that was burnt down. There was a big fire in one of the communities in Thailand, and it was burnt down about 30 homes, injured some people, and we're going to go donate some clothes, donate some food, some necessities, help these people out. There's some children there, who've suffered and are currently homeless, and we're going to go and help these people and provide them with the help or anything that they need. And yes, we will be going with a film crew as well to show you the current situation that they're in, to help out. And we plan that every month, every 2 months, we're going to be collecting donations and find new charities and different places in Thailand that we can help our community and help our people. Thank you, Ken RQ, for helping us raise some more funds for that. Thank you very much. Now, I've got 2 quick stories. Actually, 1 quick story so that I can move on to our last story, because the last story is a really good one, I think anyways. Firstly, the new Bangkok governor has commented on schools in Thailand and their obsession with haircuts. Now, Bangkok's new governor, he was going around, he was talking about the academic success of Thailand and students' academic success, basically, and he was saying that, look, students succeeding in Thailand, focusing on education and just academics in general, has nothing to do with haircuts, but rather being responsible and focusing on their work, which makes a lot of sense. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because Kun Chachat, who is the newly elected Bangkok governor, he was going around one of the government schools, I believe, and the director excuse me, the director of the school was talking about, oh yes, we provide free haircuts to children who want it, and blah blah blah, to which he just, without thinking, I guess, he just replied back, not without thinking, but he just quickly replied back, what does haircuts have to do with academic success? Which was a very honest answer, and I think it was a great answer in my opinion, because we've had schools punishing students because of their haircuts. Kids have been suspended. They've been forcefully had their hair shaved. There was a big news report last month where one of the school principals was shaving bald patches in kids' hairs,
Okay,
just
that's
to
weird.
prove a point, because
Right.
their hairs didn't fit the regulations. And this was just one instance where perhaps the first time that a governor has come out and said, guys, let's not focus on haircuts. Let's promote higher education. Let's have our kids focus and be more responsible when it comes to academics, and let them have whatever hair they want, man.
Yeah. I
Right.
love him already.
I mean,
Yeah. Focus on what really matters, I think,
Yes.
is his overall message.
yes. I can understand. I don't know. I mean, I can understand some parts. Schools generally in Thailand, they all require you to have uniforms, and they want some sort of discipline and have a decent haircut. But forcefully shaving a child's hair,
Yeah.
because these are basically children. They're minors. They're under 18 years old. They're teens. Forcefully shaving their hair, publicly in front of the school, calling them out, embarrassing them. That's not the right thing to do.
No.
And that's definitely not going to help that student perform better in studies. If anything, they're going to leave school and want to run away from school. We want students to come into school, not run away from school.
That's true.
So good on you, Mr. Governor,
Chachad.
for making a very much needed statement.
Yeah, I like that he's kind of the sound of reason. For the longest time, I feel people have been acting out of fear of breaking the status quo, and they have been upholding like very archaic standards for
Yeah.
the Thai society, Thai students even. And so it's so refreshing to see a governor who actually cares deeply about the people and what really matters. So good on you, Kun Chachat. I'm rooting for you.
Good on you,
Yeah.
good shot, indeed. I'm waiting to see who will be the first person from an official government office to take off the mask. That'll be interesting to see.
That would be
Is
interesting.
it going to be the Prime Minister? Is it going to be Kun Chachat? These are currently, I would say, some of the most popular men in government offices and, publicly as well on TV. Who's going to be the first?
Right.
Do they... Because if they come out and do it, does everyone else then just quickly follow?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the local Thai citizens.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, oh, the PM or the governor's not doing it, why should I? Which it'll be interesting to see.
Yes.
As for now, the last story today, Natty, this is a bit of a juicy one.
Ooh, I
Are you
like
ready?
juicies.
Guess what? If you're an expat or Thai national and you've decided to go on holiday, as many people have, and there are a lot of people who like to live abroad as well. They're quite wealthy. They have homes in Thailand. They have a foreigner partner, and they perhaps go and stay in Switzerland or Germany, somewhere in Europe, perhaps somewhere in Asia. Well, guess what? Make sure you have CCTV at your home. Because in this particular case, a Thai woman away in Germany was lost for words on Tuesday when she checked her Phuket home CCTV camera. When she checked the camera, guess what she saw in front of her house? Guess what she saw?
Thieves?
No, she saw a foreign couple, a man and a woman, having sex in front of her house.
Oh, whoa. Okay, that's juicy. But you can't, she obviously didn't post that, right? So it's all in words.
Well, homeowner Waralak Fish often resides in Germany with her husband, so she installed security cameras to check on the safety of her house, like one would, in real time via a mobile application.
Oh, no.
And at 10:35 p.m. on Tuesday, she captured explicit footage of a foreign couple fornicating behind a drinking water machine directly in front of her house. Directly in front of her house, a foreign couple were just having sex for some reason. At 10:35, that's not even that late.
Right.
And yeah.
I didn't know an abandoned home was a turn on for some people. You know, be like, wow, nobody's here. Woo.
In front of a water cooler. Ooh,
Yeah.
That looks like good support. I don't know. Things like
Yeah.
this don't happen in our village. I never dreamt I would open the camera to see this. Much to Kunwaralak's surprise. That was a quote that she said. It wasn't very late at night to be doing such a thing in a public place, she added. I agree, Kunwaralak. Police from the Kamala police station, this was in Phuket, so police in Kamala police station said the lovebirds committed an indecent act in public.
Oh, no.
Because it was an indecent act
Yeah.
in public, which is a criminal offence. Anyone who has evidence of such a crime can press charges because Kunwaralak, once she found the footage, she actually found it quite hilarious. She actually gave it to Thai media. And but luckily, Kunwaralak is not pressing any criminal charges. If anything, she was just amused with the situation. So it looks like the risque couple got away with it.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because it wasn't like in her house. It was
Yeah,
just
it's
her,
just
her
outside.
security camera just caught two people having sex in front of her house, and she was just like, "What is going on right now?"
you don't happen to have any pictures or footage, do
No,
you? Oh,
unfortunately
okay.
not.
Oh, man,
It
unfortunate.
would be inappropriate.
Oh,
Natty.
okay,
Come
sorry,
on
I
now.
wasn't sure.
Come on now. At this point, I think any one of you, ladies and gentlemen, I need to stop saying ladies and gentlemen. If any one of you viewers are currently abroad and have a home in Phuket, just check your CCTV footage.
Why
They're
must
going to
it
be
in
checking it
Phuket?
tonight. No, in Phuket, anywhere,
Anywhere,
really. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
Anything and
So
anywhere.
if you don't have CCTV, get CCTV. If you do have CCTV, maybe check it occasionally, specifically after 10 p.m. because people get bold after 10 p.m. apparently.
Yes.
I've said 11 times LNG. Oh no. All
I
right.
think Larry secretly likes you saying that.
Maybe he does.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. Once we come back from the break, enter the chat, the voice of God. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Thailand. That's Natty.
Me.
I'm Jay.
Him.
Enter the chat, the voice of God.
Hello.
Yes, nice hello, Carmel. Original. No, I'm
Okay,
joking.
I'm gonna change my greetings from now on. But yeah, before we get to
You've
the
committed, Nat. You've committed, Carmel. You can't go back now.
yeah, it's very difficult, like how you say the LNG. But yeah, so before I get to the comments about the topics you discussed today, there are other comments. Ray Bond asked, "Has Jay run out of lumberjack shirts?"
Oh,
No.
you
It's
forgot.
Friday.
No, I didn't forget. It's
Oh.
just that right after this, I have to go to meet a client
Oh.
for the Thaiger, and that's why I had to represent in our beautiful Thaiger polo shirts, which you can also buy at thetiger.com/shop.
Smooth
So,
plug.
so that was the main reason.
Right.
And I didn't have a lumberjack shirt on hand. And the reason I didn't want to change from this shirt, from the lumberjack, is because the hair gets all jumbled
Oh.
up and, you know,
Right.
got to
okay.
look presentable in front of the camera. Because then I have to set it again, and it's man can
hassle.
only do so much.
Scott Shallcross asked, "Why is there a tortoise on the desk?"
Oh, I just wanted him to join the conversation as well. He's been awfully quiet, so I thought I'd just like put him here.
Yeah, he's just a bit slow.
Scott D said, "Jay, can I get an allegedly comment? It's been a while."
I
Love.
did, actually, unknowingly. Thank you for the comment. But I think I did say allegedly today.
You did?
I think
did
so.
once,
I'm pretty
once.
sure I
Oh
did.
my.
Unknowingly to Scott. Scott, maybe it's subconscious. He's got telepathy.
Okay, now with the masks. Foolish Farang asked, "How come the mask revocation is in the Royal Gazette if it was never really a law in the first place?"
Well, under the emergency degree, it wasn't a law, it wasn't a mandate, but it was, you know, people would, it was, yeah, I mean, that's a great point. It's, I'm trying to use the right word. It wasn't a mask mandate. It wasn't a law, but it was
A requirement.
a
of some
requirement. It was a requirement, you know. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that there's no rules for, well, mask wearing is not compulsory anymore, Brad Rothberg said no insurance, no masks, no Thailand pass. Wow. I think he's shocked that like now it's changing so much for
This
Thailand.
is it.
Yes.
This
But
is it.
we have a pessimist,
Oh no.
Iskender Makhmudov from Facebook Live. He said maybe not for long. I bet that they will make it mandatory again before August is over.
Oh.
Why
This man
why
is
the
jinxing
negativity, Iskander?
Okay. Oh, Dmitry Katsov commented, now that the mask mandate is gone, we'll probably start to see some pretty funny tan lines.
Oh, yes.
Most probably, yeah. It's been a while I've heard from Dimitri. Welcome, Dimitri. I think has he been on GMT for a while? He hasn't, has he?
I'm not familiar with this name, actually.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Maybe I haven't
he's one of the
noticed.
OGs. It's glad to see you back, Dimitri, one
Wait.
of our valued, long-standing members.
Can I say something about
Yeah.
the mask tans? So I saw this funny picture of this girl going through her graduation, and you have to wear the graduation cap, right?
Yeah.
So after she took off the mask and her graduation cap, she had like a tan line like that.
Oh, no.
And then here.
Oh, no.
So she kind of looked like a raccoon.
Oh, no.
It's kind of funny, yeah.
Oh.
Anyhow.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Evil C asked, will we still need to wear a mask on the BTS? You guys don't ride the BTS, right?
Yes,
I did yesterday, and I even held my hair down.
Yeah, but then yesterday
I
they
do the
didn't announce
metro.
that it was not compulsory anymore. But I wrote it this morning, and it was an announcement. They always announce it on like the speaker that you have to wear it. So yeah,
Oh, no.
sadly it's still required.
Oh,
Well,
no.
it is privately owned, the BTS. It's not owned by the
Yeah.
government. So yeah, they
Oh.
can ask you. If they want, they can tell you to wear the mask.
I feel like in the BTS though, it's even more suffocating, actually, because it gets crowded. But yeah.
But at least they have aircon there, you know, while you're in the train.
Yeah.
Sometimes they turn it off so that nothing gets spread around. Like it's not too.
They turn off the aircon in
Some-
the BTS?
There's some compartments that where
Really?
they don't turn it on. Like you
Oh.
can't even feel the air.
Wow, I
Yeah.
want to stand in those.
Yeah. Okay, the drunk in Pattaya topic. Tony said that the tool that they used, the police were using, it looks like something for animals.
Oh. But we saw the footage, right? I mean, the
Yeah.
footage looked kind of fun in a way. It didn't look that harmful. Oh, you got more footage. Oh, this is something new. I didn't see
That
this
is
one.
the footage.
No, that's the same footage.
Oh, that's the same footage.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just early on the video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like a riot squad just
Hmm.
going on at the drunk man. I love how in the reenactment he just kind of was
Gives up.
touched by the pole and
And he
gave up
just
without a
dropped.
fight.
Yeah.
I hope they actually. I mean, yes, but, you know, they're doing this for in front of the camera. I'm sure they properly trained as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Vincent Scully asked, "Do the police not have tasers to use?"
I've never.
Question for the police.
I've seen a taser on an officer before, but I've never seen one being used.
Yeah.
It is quite strange, isn't it? You never hear it in the news, like, you know, man tased on the BTS.
Yeah.
I'm sure,
never.
you know, there would be some instances where a person would be asking for a good tase.
A good
Yeah.
tase.
Love me a good tase.
Give me that electricity.
Hans just suggested that they should electrify the poles.
Ooh.
Oof.
That's very harsh.
That'd be very
Wow.
painful.
Yeah.
Hans is in some futuristic like Blade Runner 2064. It's like, stand down, Natty, stand down, or I'll poke you with my pole.
Oh.
That was
The reenactment.
indirectly sounded slightly wrong. I apologize for that
I
statement.
wasn't even thinking about that.
I know.
Anyhow, let's
Carmel
move on.
did.
I'm sorry.
His voice of God.
I'm sorry. Okay.
How dare you?
Grant Young from Facebook said that a taser is more effective than a metal pole. Because in the video, it looks like the person complied really easily, right? But when you're drunk, you don't. It's not that
No.
easy to keep someone calm, especially
Yeah.
when they're angry and drunk.
Yeah, especially like just think about it. If he sees like a big weapon, quote unquote, he will run away. And so like what does that thing do? And so somebody has to stand with the pole and while the other two people chase him down. I'm not even sure how that's gonna help.
It'll look funny when they're all standing with the
Yeah,
poles. It's like
I am
The
God.
whole
Command.
squad. Are they gonna have like a department within the police station that deals with only drunk and disorderly people?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
The testing kit for THC level, Rusty Graves asked, will these test kits be regularly calibrated? How do they work? Again, is it the same way that you would test?
COVID?
Yeah,
You just stick it inside the buds and twirl it. And
Well,
then
that's actually an excellent question. I'm not actually sure how they're going to test it, but within 15 minutes they'll have a result. So I guess it is something it can be compared to an antigen test because yes, you can find out if you've got COVID in 15 minutes. So it's something along the lines, I'm guessing. I guess they get a quick extract from the liquid or the food, maybe add some special liquid to it and then test it with using the kit. But that's just complete speculation. Let me take a moment to find out on how exactly the test is used, and if you are interested, we can talk more about it next week.
Hans asked about the Global Summit of Women 2022. What were the main topics discussed at the summit? Do you know?
you shall find out more
Yeah.
because we will be launching that either Monday or Tuesday. But
Yeah.
you'll have a full report on that later. I don't want to bore you here. Yeah.
For the underground construction project, Rit said that the floods are coming. Isn't that concerning to proceed with that project when it's been raining a lot these days?
Yes, in Phuket, the flooding is not as bad as in Bangkok or Pattaya.
Oh, this is only in Phuket right now?
Yes, the one that Natty was talking about was in Phuket. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
It could, however, be an issue. Yes, if there was, unstoppable rain for a couple of days. Yes, there are problems in Phuket, but I think the specific street that she was talking about, where they're planning to do it, it's not that bad.
Okay. Now with the haircut topic, Teddy Bear asked, haircut is applied only for males. Gender inequality?
No,
No, it's also with girls,
It's also for women. They need their hair needs to be like just above the shoulder or something.
Or if you have long hair, you have to do pigtails. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like the rules are very strict.
Yeah, but the stories of shaving their hair, they do that to the boys in school. I don't think they would do that to the women.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
For the women, they would just cut it unevenly. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they would
do that.
actually show. There were videos that circulated where the teacher they put these girls on stage to have everyone watch, and the teacher just cut the hair, and then
Yeah.
more girls just kept coming up to
That's
the stage. to get
weird.
it.
That's
It's brutal.
okay. Yeah.
But yeah, Suan Chim said, I guess standard haircuts instill a sense of discipline, but it's such a gray area and really a matter of degree. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the comments I got.
Yay!
All right. That's all the comments we got. Do you want to take a couple off the chat? Can you bring green stuff to Thailand as long as you have prescriptions from the doctor, says Kevin Z. If you have prescriptions, then
Yeah. We
it's
need to look-
medicine, right? I think you're going to have to check with the embassy, Kevin. It would just be speculation if I gave you an answer for that. I'm not quite sure.
Oh, we do have a comment on Facebook
Okay.
from Project Lifestyle. I might be another pessimist. Do you also think inequality is a growing danger for Thailand? For example, discrimination on pricings did extend. New visas are only meant for superior people, I feel, and so on. Like,
What was
Yes.
the main question again? Sorry.
Inequality,
Do you also think inequality is a growing danger for Thailand? Because there are some changes that are only meant for specific people, and the others won't get that.
Is it a growing danger? Yeah, I think I mean, the dual pricing obviously isn't great. I think that should be abolished ASAP.
Yes.
It is quite discriminatory. As for the elite visa and everything, I think they're just trying to find a quick buck to earn money quick. It's not necessarily discriminatory, although I would revoke my statement
I
there.
think the elite visa in general, I don't think it's discrimination. I think a lot of countries around the world provide many benefits if you actually are wealthy and are willing to come to the country and invest. A lot of countries, like for example St. Kitts, and they give you citizenship if you invest a certain amount of money, and a lot of people do that, and that comes with its own benefits. So regarding the elite visa, it's targeting specific people for specific reasons, and for everyone else there is, it's not like they don't give visa. That would be discrimination. But the elite visa is pretty straightforward. If you want that visa, you need to be eligible for it, and it's quite expensive for a lot of people. So it's not like it's just for free. It's like, oh, you're wealthy, all right, I'll let you in for free, whereas you're not wealthy, so I'm going to charge you for it or something. I guess that would be discrimination. So with elite visa, you get what you pay for. In terms of inequality between men and women, was that the first part of the question?
It was pricings actually.
Oh,
the
dual pricing.
Yes.
Dual pricing will take a while to go. I think in Suratani was where I experienced it quite a bit. It was me, Natty, Jason, and Tan. Me and Jason had to pay the foreigner price. So Natty and Tan, I think they paid 50 baht to enter the park.
And what
Around
did
there,
you
like
pay?
40 baht.
Yeah, this was a national park, and me and Jason had to pay 200 baht. Look.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look, and it is what it is. Like, I wasn't gonna stand there and complain and be like, oh, I have my rights, or blah blah blah. But in other places, we went hiking somewhere, and we told them, look, me and Jason, we live in Thailand, we have work permits, we have residency here, and they said, oh, and we started speaking Thai, and they're like, oh, you're basically Thais, it's fine.
Yeah.
But they did have dual pricing for foreigners as well, and it's not something crazy, they're not trying to rip you off completely. But does it leave a bad taste in your mouth? Yes, it does. I felt that, but it wasn't that big of a deal for me, because I just took it for what it is. It is what it is, and just moved on. Hopefully, in the future, we can abolish dual pricing and just make it the same price for everyone.
But I like that when you showed them the driver license or like work permit, they were like, okay, well, you're paying taxes here, therefore you can have the Thai price. Like, to me, that's kind of fair in a way, because you are paying taxes, therefore you don't have to pay the crazy tourist price, I guess.
See.
All right, 466 people watching. Please click the like button if you're enjoying the show so far. For Nettie's Turtle.
And there are
Turds.
13 people watching on Facebook.
And 13
hi.
people watching us on Facebook Live. Thank you very much. Is the Facebook Live on when we're during the breaks?
It's like, oh, it's the same.
Oh, it's the same
streams
stream.
exactly as
All right,
it does.
okay.
Exactly. Here we go.
Right.
Retired Ron says, you need to get the pink Thai ID. I haven't paid the Farang price since in all national parks and entertainment venues.
Oh, there we
Thank
go.
you very much for your comment, Retired Ron. I actually have the pink ID as well. But I just look very foreigner. Like you, Ron. I've seen Ron, actually. Ron, one of our winners from our contest.
Oh, yes.
So when they look at me first, but yes, when I give them the card, when I start speaking Thai, they're pretty cool about it.
Yes.
And I'll be honest with you, if you're a foreigner, if you learn a couple of Thai sentences, you too can just, say these sentences and just be like, I am a Thai citizen, I don't need to pay dual pricing. You'll get in. They don't sit and examine and question you. So there's a little loophole in that. All right, as for now, I think we're going to end the show there, Natalie.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been a good show so far. It's been a good week.
Yes.
So you've had the dynamic duo, or just Natty.
No.
Really. But yeah, we hope you've enjoyed the show this week. We do plan to invite more guests on Good Morning Thailand. Just to give you an inside scoop, Carmel joining our team. We will be not Carmel only. Hopefully, Carmel perhaps might join us in the near future in front of the camera. We are also, trying to look for experts. We're trying to look for interesting guests with interesting stories. People who are inspiring. So there's a very bright future for GMT moving forward. So it's not going to be just me and Natty always. And yeah, we will continue to keep you entertained on your mornings at 10 a.m. every day with a cup of coffee. At least you get to see Natty,
Ugh.
not just me and my
Unsubscribe,
and my
unsubscribe.
sad
Hey.
beard. But yes, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all the members who've joined us. Thank you for everyone who's donated, and we'll keep you up to date with all the latest information from the weekend. On Weekend Update, Tim Newton will be doing a weekend update tomorrow on Saturday. I will be doing the weekend update on Sunday, and you can also always find all the latest information on thethaiger.com. As for now, I'd like to say thank you, Nettie.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Carmel.
Thank you.
Carmel.
Thank you, Shy behind the buttons. And thank you, everyone, once again. Have a great day. We'll see you next week.
Bye.